Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Andrea here, Monday afternoon. I'm just doing a couple videos back to back because me and my daughter were really sick, and we ended up back in the Richmond General Hospital, and I got tested for COVID, so I'll be doing another video on COVID update. But I did miss one Monday, and now I'm on 2 Mondays, so I'll be doing two back to back plus the COVID update. So today I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel, liked, commented, or shared. And yeah, just keep commenting, or sharing. Ask any questions, I'll definitely answer. So today I want to talk about how to heal Lyme disease part 13, and that is going to be that's actually going to be getting rid of my seizures. So when I got Lyme disease, I think it was about into my second year, I actually started having seizures, and they were terrible, and there was a lot of them. I was getting them 2-3 times a week. I was ending up in the Richmond General Hospital emergency all the time. They could clearly see that I was having seizures. Sorry about my voice. I'm just at the tail end of this virus. And they could tell that I was having seizures. Clearly I was slipping in and out of consciousness. You know, it would happen when I would be driving and I could feel a seizure coming on. My eyes would get really hollow, would be my first sign. And then my stomach would feel hollow and turn like I'm going to throw up. And I knew at that point that I had to pull over and sit in the car with my daughter or by myself and actually have my seizure. It was really, really horrible. It was probably 2 years into Lyme disease that I got the seizures. They did go on for 2 years, and they were constant. And I don't know. I ended up going to the Richmond General Hospital emergency, in and out of the Richmond General Hospital emergency all the time. They kept saying, "You're having seizures." And there was just, well, actually, they didn't say I was having seizures. They said that I said it felt like seizures. And because they didn't witness the seizure and I'd be coming into the hospital after the seizure, it was really hard for them to detect what was kind of going on because, meanwhile I'm driving myself, or me and my daughter, to the hospital. Probably not the best thing, knowing that I actually was having seizures after. When I found out, I was like, oh my God, how many times have we driven to the Richmond General Hospital emergency like that? So anyways, they weren't sure what I had, so they referred me to a neurologist. The neurologist told me that I was having seizures, that I was having partial seizures. So I think it's not full, like the full brain is in seized, where, your head rolls, your eyes roll back, your tongue rolls back, and you're going on the floor like that. But I would be having partial seizures, which I would go in and out of consciousness. And I could feel them coming on. And then the doctor told me that I was epileptic. I was like, I'm not epileptic because I've never had seizures before in my life on a regular basis since I was born. And he says, no, seizures means, or epileptic means, that you have to have seizures every so often, day to day, or, and within a few hours apart if you have two, or if you have a seizure and then you have another seizure after that, maybe say the following day. Within a certain time frame, he was trying to explain to me that is epileptic. So I was like, oh, so now I'm epileptic. Apparently, he takes my driver's license away and he phones ICBC. My license is suspended for 6 months. And I continue to have these seizures. He puts me on no medication, which I thought was so stupid because he took away my license, everything, but I got no meds. And every time after that I'd have seizures, going to the Richmond General Hospital emergency. They're like, why are you not on medication? I'm like, I have no clue. You're going to have to talk to the neurologist about that. There was a doctor that was very upset about that and confronted him. And the guy didn't even finish my report till the end. And he was old, and I think he was retiring, and I think he just didn't really care. But anyways, I had to go 6 months without a seizure before I got my license back. So it was like a hard 6 months not having a vehicle, not being able to drive. Me and my daughter were walking everywhere, or taking the bus and to get groceries and stuff. And it was different. But anyways, I did end up not having seizures for 6 months. I got my license back. I was able to drive the car again. Everything was great. But nobody knew why I'm having these seizures. Excuse me, why I'm not, like, just that I'm epileptic and I'm having seizures and I'm not on meds. My license gets taken away. But why am I having these seizures? Lyme disease? Okay. But, there was no, like, I'm sure Lyme disease brought on the seizures for sure. But it was like there was no underlying reason why I was having these seizures. Like, they just suddenly came out of nowhere. It was just so strange and so weird. And we did put it down to Lyme disease because it brings on a lot of neurological issues. But that's definitely part of it. But then there was also another part of it that wasn't being addressed. And nobody knew why I was having them. I was going for ECGs, EEGs. I've had so many ECGs, EKGs, EEGs on my brain to monitor, my brain activity. And they put you on those strobe lights that make you have a seizure and see, what part of the brain it's affecting. And that's how you get diagnosed with partial seizures and stuff like that. And like inconclusive, like readings and stuff. So anyways, we had no idea where this other part was coming from. And one day, this amazing naturopath who's so smart, he works at Women's General Hospital in Vancouver, BC. And we were in the Lyme program, me and my daughter, as a family, and we waited 2 years to get on the list and got in there for chronic pain and stuff. And I saw him, and I explained the whole situation to him. And he told me, you have reactive hypoglycemia, which can put you into seizures and coma states, which I had had a few of those, like just for 4 hours. It's weird. The 4 hours I couldn't talk. I couldn't, like, if my daughter said something to me, I couldn't respond to her. I couldn't move. I was like paralyzed. I could only squeeze her hand, and that's all I could do. So that was really scary too. So he was telling me that the reason you're having all this is reactive hypoglycemia, which is where you're not a diabetic. It's a very rare condition where your pancreas excretes insulin, and it makes your insulin go high, and then you have a drop. But every time after you eat, if you're eating carbohydrates, your insulin goes even higher, then you have a severe drop. You become hypoglycemic. You end up having seizures, or you can go into a coma. You can actually die. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so thankful for this. What do I do about it? He's like, eat protein, balance your blood sugars by constantly eating protein every single meal, eat small portions a day, 5-6 times a day. And I started doing this, and you're never going to believe it. The seizures went away, almost 100%. I get the occasional tiny little finger seizure here and there, but like all my seizures, my big seizures, they went away. I could not believe it. So yes, I have my little kit where you prick your finger, and I have to test my blood all the time, and a lot of time it's a little bit low, and I just take glucose pills to build it up, and I feel fine. And or I'll have like sugar or something, to build it up. So it's good to have the protein balance and everything in the diet, but sometimes then I'm still a little low on sugar, so I have to bump it up with a glucose pill or some kind of sugar thing. So Anyways, that's how I got rid of my seizures, is because a naturopath, which is, they're the best, they're awesome, figured it out when nobody else could figure it out for years. He figured it out. He told me what it was. He explained it to me. He told me how to heal it. I did it, and I got rid of my seizures. Yay! Super happy about that. That's great. So I have no more seizures. So if you're having seizures, I would definitely look into if it's reactive hypoglycemia. Look it up, check it out, read about it. It's totally different than being diabetic and all that kind of stuff. It's an actual autoimmune disease. And it's every time after you eat, you have these, super highs with your carbs and then super drop lows. So that can be like an issue, or the issue there. And your pancreas is overproducing insulin. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. And hopefully if you're having seizures, please check it out. I love you guys. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you next Monday. Ciao. Bye.